Alright, what's up guys? And right now I'm going to show you something really cool that you can do, and you may already know about it, but I just got these two new characters so I can fill out my units a little, oh whoops, I can fill out my units up a little better. So now Troy can have the second golem like I originally planned. But, after scene 7, if you come back here, um, you can send the two characters back to their hometowns, and you can figure out where to send them by checking the Hugo report, I believe. And you take them back to their hometown, and you will get an item. And this item in particular, which is the one I'm getting right here, is extremely powerful for well, for the time that you get it, but it's probably my best item right now, and it is called Helm of the Fearless. And anyone who can wear a helmet can equip it. And so most of the special characters I have now can't wear helmets, but knights and berserkers can. And those are the two right now that can really make use of it. My fencers, my beast tamers, ninjas, the rest of them they can't use it, but I'm gonna keep him as a beast as a berserker, so he can use that. If you saw, I had like 22. Attack power in the front, and so that's pretty powerful. It's definitely my strongest attack of all of my units right now. So, anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get, I've got enough now. It's just trying to get 3 ninjas down here. Originally, I was just gonna make a forest movement type group, but I kind of changed my mind about the whole cleric thing because I think I do want an extra priest. So I'm gonna have her become a priest at some point, and I might as well just have her gain stats as a cleric for a little while. So her unit might be a little weak, but that one needs to be an archer. Her unit might be a little weak just because she's a cleric. But I mean, it's not. I don't have to worry about any of them dying for the most part. So that's a small plus. After the formations. Let's see, I'm gonna put them. These beast tamers are really kind of getting on my nerves because they are kind of weak, but they have pretty good stat gain, so I'm not too worried about them. And they do get 2 attacks in the middle, so that's pretty good. Whoops. All right, so here we go, and this one is pretty cool. This is a pretty neat match or mission because it introduces the demons from the underworld. Specifically the ogres. And I always thought this was cool because the game is called Ogre Battle 64, so this is the first time you actually get to fight ogres. And unfortunately, they're sort of like pushovers. But in this battle, there's one specific one, and he's pretty cool. Yeah, so you get to fight a couple ogres. Now these guys are the Zenobians, and they're not going to join us, but we're on the same side for now. So I guess that's pretty cool. Alright, mission briefing, and as you know, I tend to just kind of skip this, because it says the same thing every single time. And like a real man, I never read the instructions. Now that Dollmaster right there is going to get taken down really quick. I'll just have Magnus go take him out. Now let's see. Oh, this is one of those maps that I can't move my cursor all the way to the top of the screen. So I have to be careful not to keep my guys out of the that mountain range way up there because I can't click on them very easily. It kind of blocks me. It's kind of awkward. I'll show you later. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do it. Just to show you what it's like. Alright, I guess I'm going to kind of spread everybody out a little evenly. I should probably check. I kind of forgot the morale around here, so I'm going to check these real quick. Okay, so those can be. Troy can get those. Yeah, Leia's already gone there. Okay, I'll just make sure to get a couple of these strongholds, and that should be good for this battle. I'm a little more worried about keeping all my people alive because ogres can attack 3 times in the front, and the only other beasts we've come across that can do that right now are the hellhounds. If you've ever played this game, you know what it's like to take an early game hellhound critical hit. pretty devastating. Okay, now, fortunately, I really do like, these golems are really growing on me, and it might just be because I'm this early in the game, and a lot of the damage you take is going to be physical, but my golems are actually under-leveled right now. I believe each of these enemy characters are higher levels, but my golems have so much more vit and defense because of that. They take very little damage. And they still deal about the same amount as anyone else could do, if not a little bit more, and they get one extra attack in the front. So it makes it very difficult to actually lose a battle, and there are a lot of cool things you can do with them by exploiting this this high defense that they have. I guess you're not really exploiting anything, but it's very convenient, and I really do like it. Unlike, for example, clerics. I don't really care for clerics too much, because they don't contribute to what this game considers which side actually wins. So defense is in my opinion, defense is much more effective than any kind of healing technique. Sometimes I like it when my units are spread out because they'll get knocked around into each other, but other times that causes a lot of back and side attacks, and I generally don't like those. I like being able to prepare for those sort of encounters by always having my characters faced in front and just changing my formation. I don't mind changing my character's formation. Yeah, see, like that. I'm probably going to get a back attack or a side attack here. Which isn't too bad because golems are still pretty good. Even in the back, I mean, they only get to attack once, but, you know, that's all I needed to take out that one extra character. So Troy is definitely doing his job right now. And I know the Beastmaster part of him isn't really doing very much, but you know, every now and then he'll be able to cross a mountain range without letting the enemies get away from me. And that's very annoying, and I really hope it doesn't happen. Way up in the northern, northwest part of the map, I need to be careful not to let them run away from me. So I'm going to try to trap them in the corner. Now, this is pretty nice here because, see, Magnus is kind of stuck in the corner, so I can retreat and take him down. Even if he oh well, he's getting away now. But if he kept attacking me like that, I can just retreat, and the distance won't be closed. Here, on the other hand, I need to win every battle so that I push them up against the river. Looks like she's gonna do, that sorceress is gonna do the exact same thing the one down there with Magnus did. She's gonna kind of slide down below the edge. So I need to be a little careful so that she doesn't just happen to wander across my headquarters. So I'm gonna see, I might be able to get over to the left and force her up a little bit more. Let's see, I think she stopped moving. Okay, she stopped moving. Oh, but I can't move any farther to the left. I'm all the way at the edge of the screen. Let's see. No, she's just, I'm just gonna end up chasing her all over the map right now. I hate this. Alright, now this is an excellent enemy formation right here. This is probably in a lot of ways this is the most devastating one, but if you see what I've done here, I always remember this every time I come through here. I have full HP on all of my characters and those pumpkin heads, because see what they do is, if they're in the middle or the front, they have this pumpkin smash attack, and it always hits and it always halves the enemy HP unless they're fatigued. And if they're fatigued, it only takes out a quarter, I believe, which isn't too bad. But when you take half of something, that's going to do more damage than pretty much all my other attacks. So it's easy for that witch to win a battle, but since I went up there with low HP and Golem, the two knights can't do very much. The witch can't paralyze either my Golems. And Troy doesn't do very much because he only attacks once, so even if he gets paralyzed, it's not going to make a difference. My Golems get to attack 6 times total, and do normal damage, and possibly take out a pumpkin head, or would it work on those knights? Well, those knights do very little damage to my golems. And if I heal Troy, it'll just make the pumpkin heads do more damage. So I'm actually better off just leaving all of their HP pretty, like each of my characters' HP pretty low up there. And he can just keep attacking until he takes over that stronghold and just kind of sit on the stronghold and wait for the witch to come back to him over and over again until she dies. And then I can go chase her down with the mountain type movement. So Troy is really is definitely my best character for taking on that unit. Then again, the pumpkin heads in the back have another attack.